Hi guys, my name's Dee, this is the Heroine's Corner and welcome to my channel. Today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about my reading habits and how they are changing for 2021 in a semi-dramatic way. Not too dramatic, but I'll kind of get onto that in the video. But please remember to like and subscribe if you do end up enjoying this video, and without further ado, let's get on. Did I even say that properly? Without further ado, let's get into the video. I am no longer reading any books from a white author in 2021. And also I want to kind of put out here, like, just from the get-go, this is just a personal decision for me, and I know a lot of people already read very diversity, and the majority of the books are from BIPOC authors, and I understand some people are already doing this, but this is my booktube channel. I'm talking about what I'm doing with my bookish journey. So yeah, firstly I want to say that I do not hate white authors or white stories, because God knows that people are going to be jumping to weird conclusions because of this video. But I don't hate white authors, white stories. Many of my favorite books are written by white authors, and a lot of books that I'm looking forward to reading in the future are from white authors. So I don't hate that or anything like that. So it's not necessarily white authors that are doing something that make me not want to read their books, but it's more me needing to grow as a person, as a reader, and I feel like this is the best way for me to kind of do that. I want to just talk about my reading habits from from before this video, to be honest. So I have not been reading a lot in the past couple of years. I've been reading here and there, when I feel like it, but it wasn't as intense as when I was reading when I was 15, 14, 16. I was reading nowhere near that intensity a couple of years ago, or last year. I feel like, just as a practical reason, I just need to read so many BIPOC books that have came out, and I just need to catch up. And the best way for me to just cut down my TBR so it doesn't overwhelm me is to just cut out white authors, because I prioritize BIPOC stories over white stories, and that's kind of my next point. I am no longer prioritizing whiteness when it comes to the media that I'm consuming. I'm making a conscious effort to just choose the BIPOC option over the white option. That's just coming, that decision has just came from me wanting to prioritize my own identity. So I live in the UK. It's a very white country. It's a Western country, and whiteness is very much the center of a lot of things. And just growing up in a country like that, subconsciously, I feel like when it comes to the media that you consume, sometimes it can just be more white leaning, because if it's the thing that you're seeing all the time, it's becoming your normal, it's becoming almost the default. So you do have to take the extra step sometimes to watch the BIPOC option or to read the BIPOC option. I feel like I'm othering myself by doing that, and by participating in that kind of mentality. I don't want to be doing that anymore. So as a very personal self-identity reason, I just want to center myself in the stories that I am reading. Reason number 3, I need to challenge myself when I'm reading, because white has been the default for me, or it's the majority thing that's just in front of our faces a lot of the time. Or in front of my faces a lot of time, when it just comes to media, films, books, TV shows. White is so much the majority and the default that when I do kind of venture out into more diverse literature or films, it takes me kind of an extra step for me to feel comfortable in that space, just because it's a space that I'm not usually in. And this is more widely than, oh, okay, I just want to read Black British or Black American. I want to read books from the continent of Africa. I want to read more Nigerian literature written by people who are born in Nigeria and live in Nigeria. I want to read more Caribbean fiction and Caribbean classics. I just want to immerse myself much more in other cultures, so that if it doesn't feel like the other option for me, it feels like the natural option for me. So when I then go to recommend books to people, I'm also recommending biopic stories, and I already kind of do that, but I want to just do that more so. Don't get it twisted, I do read a lot of like black literature. I do watch a lot of black shows and a lot of black films, but it's something I know I can be doing more of, and it's also something I know that if I do so, it will help me grow as a person, and just my knowledge of history and culture will just enrich so much. I feel like I just need to do this. I just feel like my worldview needs to be widened, and I would need to understand things that are happening not just in the Western world. I just need to involve myself more, and that will make me a better person. I just need to go on that kind of journey, and I don't want white authors to distract me from a journey. I don't want white stories to be in that headspace or in my headspace. I just don't need white stories this year, and I feel like that's what it comes down to. And yeah, there's a lot of books written by white authors that I really would love to get to, but I'm not going to be reading them, and I can wait a year. I haven't been reading a lot in recent years, and I haven't died. There's a lot of books that came out 2 years ago that I still haven't read. I'm not going to die if I'm not reading like a white story for a whole year. So at this point in my life, white stories are not necessary for me. Kind of goes on to my last reason. I wonder how long this video is, but that kind of goes on to my last reason why I am only reading from BIPOC authors, and that is because I want to see more discussions around black books and around indigenous books and around Asian books. I want to just see more discussions and be a part of those bookish discussions for those books, and just to kind of get the word out about those books. And I want this channel to be a place where I am just recommending and reading just all this beautiful literature from BIPOC authors, and just spreading the word and just making a buzz around these books, and trying to impact the social consciousness. Oh my gosh, I am not a superhero. But yeah, I just really want to contribute to discussions or even create discussions around books. And I want BIPOC classics. I want BIPOC literary fiction. I want BIPOC romance or fantasy or sci-fi. I want them to be as discussed as the white adult fiction or the white literary fiction or the white classics. That is the journey that we're going on, and it's a very personal journey for me. Knowing more about my identity as a black woman, and I guess you guys are on this journey along with me if you subscribe to my channel. But that's basically what I want to be doing this year, and this is going to be the year of kind of growth and knowledge and wisdom, and it should be fun. The kind of bottom line to this is like, in this time in my life, white stories are not necessary or not as important to me compared to BIPOC stories. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Please comment down what you think about this idea, or if you're doing a similar thing percentages wise when it comes to reading BIPOC fiction, or if you already read very widely and you want to just leave me some recommendations down below from any different genre. I am not picky. But yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!